All right, boys and girls, today's math lesson is problem set number 49 from your yellow Saxon Math textbook. It actually is two lessons in one. The first part is decimal number line to tenths. So pause the tape, take a moment to write down the lesson title as well as create this number line, which has roughly 21, 22 spots on it. All right, now that you've had a moment to create the number line, we're going to start plotting some points. The first point, roughly in the middle here, I'm going to put 1, and I'm going to count out 10 places and put a number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll put my 2 there, count 10 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put my 0 there. And of course we know a number line goes on and on and on. Now this particular number line is broken into 10 equal places. So we'll start by plotting a point on our number line. Excuse me, we'll plot this point right here. And the question is, what is that point indicating? So we know it's greater than 1 but less than 2. So we see 1 is the whole number. It goes out 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 10. So it's 3 tenths for the fraction. But because this number line is broken into 10 equal pieces, it's actually better to write it as 1 and 3 tenths. Let's take a look at another example here. Again, pause the tape, take a moment to create this number line. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. This one we're going to have 7 here, count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We put an 8 down here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a 6 right here. So for this particular problem, we're going to label this point here, and we'll do it as a fraction first and change it into a decimal. We can see that it's 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 tenths away. So we have 7 and 4 tenths. And to write that as a fraction, it would be, write that as a decimal, it would be 7 decimal 4, which is 7 and 4 tenths. Okay, moving on to the second part of today's lesson, we have dividing by a fraction. So please write down that title. And the first one we're going to look at is going to be 3 divided by 1/4. So take the whole number 3, put your division symbol, and then 1/4. Now you guys already know the process is pretty simple. You'll bring down your whole number, put it over 1, bring down your division sign, change it to multiplication, bring down your fraction, writing the reciprocal, which is 4 over 1, and then multiply. Take a moment to see if there's any cross-canceling that can be done. In this case, there is not, so we're going to simply put 12 over 1, which the answer is 12. Okay, next example. This time we're going to have 6 divided by 3/4. So we'll follow the same procedure. You bring the 6 down, 6 over 1, bring your multiplication sign down, and then bring your fraction as a reciprocal, 4/3. This time you can cancel. 3 goes into 6 twice, 3 goes into 3 once, would be 8 over 1. Now if you didn't like that, you could always do it the other way. Times 4/3, multiply across, 24 divided by 3 does in fact equal 8. So either way, you'll end up with the same answer there. Okay, moving right along. Let's do a little practice here. So we have our number line. And take a moment and see if you can label A through F on our number line. When you're ready, start the tape. All right, so A is a no-brainer, right? That's pretty easy. A is at 0. Then we look at B. You have a choice to either start from 0 or start from 1. I'm going to start from 0 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I already know this is broken into 10 pieces. So my answer, let me just get rid of that. My answer is 5 tenths. So I move on to my next one, point C. And I could again start from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or because it's so close to 1, I can actually start at 1 and count backwards to 9 tenths. So C is 9 tenths. Don't forget your 0 as a placeholder. Now we're up to letter D. So we go 1, 1, 2. So I have 1 and 2 tenths. which we write as the decimal 1 and 2 tenths. And E, getting a little bit further away from the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1 and 6 tenths, which is written as a decimal that way. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to start at the 2 this time. 1.9, 1.8, or 1 and 8 tenths. I'm going to put 1 and 8 tenths there. Got all those right? Give yourself a nice big smiley face. Good job on that. Last sample for today. We have a word problem. And it's word problem number 2 here. Pads of writing paper were stacked 12 inches high on a shelf. The thickness of each pad was 3/4 of an inch. How many pads were in a 12-inch stack? So pause the tape and please use the 5-step problem-solving process for a math word problem. All right, so you've had a chance to kind of work out this problem. Step number 1 is, what is it asking us to do? How many pads are in a 12-inch stack? Okay. Step 2, what do we know? Well, we know that the stack is 12 inches high. And we also know that each pad is equal to 3/4 of an inch. Okay, step 3. The strategy we're going to use today is called compute. And step 4, we're going to solve. So when you solve this, you had a 12-inch stack divided by the pads, which were 3/4 of an inch each. And we can write this way. Running out of room here, I'm going to squeeze it in. We have 12 over 1 times 4/3. And cross cancel it. Equals 16. So 16 pads. Now step 5, we're going to go to a new slide here for step 5. To check our answer, we have 16 pads, and they were all 3/4 of an inch. We'll write it this way. Again, a little bit of cross canceling. Save myself some work later on. And we end up with 12 over 1, which equals our 12 inches at the start of the problem. Great job today. That's the end of the lesson.